I think the best tip I can give anyone wanting to do that is to keep up as much as you possibly can on modern technology, because the use of social media is getting more and more important in media relations and PR. And for us, who are already in it, we're not as up to speed as some of the people coming through. I've got a media assistant that works for me who hasn't worked in journalism but is exceptionally good at social media, and it makes our life incredibly easier, but also is giving us new avenues for being able to communicate with the media and with the public. Everything from Twitter to video to Facebook, anything like that. But video editing is incredibly important these days. Being able to do packages that you can do it. Content's really important for media relations, so if you can do content, it's really useful. Other things I'd say are to just make yourself, make sure you can write, because you need to be able to write. It's amazing how many people in PR aren't very good at writing. So it's important to be able to bring skills that you've learned in your studies through into PR, because you shouldn't forget them, you should apply them. So the worst mistake you can make is to forget everything you've learned in terms of how to write like a journalist when you go into PR, because actually it holds you in good stead.
Okay. And when it comes to social media, presumably it's not just being able to use the technology, it's being able to communicate with the technology. So is there any kind of insight there?
Yeah, I mean, I must say I don't take as much notice as I should, because my team are quite good at it. But yeah, that interaction through Twitter, knowing when to respond, when not to respond, where it's going to go, how many followers, all those sort of things. You have to use the same sort of judgments that you traditionally use in traditional media on social media now. How big is this? How big is this person who's responding on Twitter? Do we need to respond to them? How best to respond? Do we need a slap down, or do we need an amusing put down, or do you just ignore? It's hard to make that judgment, and I think that's something that the more that people who are coming into it understand, the better. So anyone who wants to go into it, keep up on all those different social media networks. Keep aware of how best to communicate through social media, because it is going to be the future of PR.